Hey, we're live. Yay. Hey, Candy. Hey, Mark. Flecko Whisper. Hey, Haley. Be safe out there on that road. Welcome to the stream. I have no notes, just super, like, informal. I can give you some updates, some things that are happening. Hey, Fishy Biz. What's up? I got your shirt. I was going to do a video today, but I'm working on a project and it took up all my time. Ugh, life has been sucky right now. My car's in the shop. Yeah. But anyway, welcome to the stream, everybody. Hey, PEMG Hustle Woman, welcome. Welcome to the stream. I appreciate you coming. Yeah. But I got you. Hey, TJ Exotics. How you doing? So let's see. Let's talk about, of course, there's a link in the chat for Pam 54 Punchy. Please consider giving. No amount is too small. Let's make sure we help. And then I was on Dan's stream last night and I heard about another young lady, Amber, who just had a diagnosis. And so, Pam, I don't know if can't. Why I keep calling you Pam, Candy? It's been that kind of day. I can't think of. Can't think of her channel. I want to say it's ATMA. But if Candy, if you know who I'm talking about, if you could post it. But if you are a member of Dan's Fish Facebook group, I think it's on that. So that's somebody else in the fish fam that we want to try to support. In full disclosure, I am a cancer survivor. I was diagnosed at the age of 32. And whenever I hear that sort of diagnosis, and it's very similar to, it was something reproductive, and that's what I encountered as well. And so I am praying for her and hoping that, she has a full recovery. So, updates. So I did a rescape on my 55, not by choice. I have been thinking about doing it, but not by choice. That was the only way that I could get my amicas out. The original plan for the micas did not happen because I just am chicken. I was supposed to ship them and I just couldn't. I got all the materials. I did my research. I watched Dan's fish videos and other fish videos, and I just couldn't do it. Just couldn't do it. So they are in another tank, bare bottom. I am reaching out to some actual live bear keepers, some good. Okay, so somebody said that I was saying it wrong. Goodians or something like that. But anyway, and so they are. Hey, Scott, welcome. And so True Fishing, BD, thank you for coming. Make sure I'm not missing anybody. Hey, Jordan, welcome. Rounded Rob, thank you for coming. Let's see, make sure I'm not missing anybody. So I chickened out. I could not ship them. I just, Jennifer. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so they are in another tank. So back to the rescape. So when you have a heavily planted tank Catching fish out of a heavily planted tank is a pain in the rear end. It, I, it was crazy. So I pretty much uprooted all the plants, took out all the driftwood. The only thing I left in the tank was some of the smooth rocks that I have in there, the river rock. I used a 12 by 8 net. I had to corral them all into a corner and use several other nets to get them out. It took 2 hours. I was worn out when I was done. I mean, it was so much work. So, to my Planet Tank people, when you have a heavily planted tank, please consider, or with lots of aquascape, please consider that if you plan to ever remove certain fish from that tank, there's going to be a little bit of a challenge. So that's just something to keep in mind. Um, but it was a lot of work, a lot of work. You gotta be a ninja. What? Hey, House of Buckets. Hey, how are you? Thanks for coming. So I rescaped it. I have a video on it. I need to do some editing. So I like the rescape though. I like the new scape. I really like it. So other updates. So I have a 10-gallon tank that I've been kind of doing little sneak peeks and been talking about just on and off. But I am getting, and I've been keeping this secret for weeks because that's how I operate. As far as planning for something, I plan and I plan, and I have been communicating with the person that's sending me these shrimp for weeks. I've been on the phone with him today. They went out today. I'll be getting them tomorrow. I will say that they're tiger shrimp and they're fairly rare in the hobby. And so I'm really excited about it. So I have had a whole new education on invertebrates and hey honeybee, how are you? Hey Leona, how are you? Thanks for coming. And so I'm learning about RO water. I'm learning about GH and KH. I'm learning about TDS. I had to get a TDS meter. I had to buy so RO water, of course, is reverse osmosis water, which has zero TDS. My TDS out of the tap is about 234. So, of course, I had to lower it. These shrimp call for like anywhere from 160 to 180, I was told by the owner. So I spent the last 2 hours of today making sure, checking the TDS, checking the GH and KH, and checking, hello Maria, checking to make sure that the tank is ready. It is ready. It is cycled. I did a water test. I'm sorry, I've got something on my glasses and it's driving me crazy. That's better. So like I said, I have been wanting shrimp for a long time. And so I finally pulled the lever on that, and they will be arriving tomorrow. And they are coming from Florida. And so I have been communicating with the owner, and he has been educating me. I've been watching Flip Aquatics. I've been watching Mark Shrimps. I've been watching LRB Aquatics. I've been watching all these videos and reading up on shrimp, Caridina shrimp, and how to keep them, and learning about all the different water perimeters. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, but that is, in my view, just the way it is. If you're going to keep animals, there's a certain amount of education that's required, and so when I first saw these shrimp, and I will reveal where I saw them, who has them, that's on YouTube. and my conversation with that particular person and her, I wasn't trying to tell who it was, but what they were telling me. And so I'm really super excited. I'm probably not going to be able to sleep tonight because I'm excited to begin these shrimp. So look forward to that. Let's see, making sure I'm not missing anybody in the chat. And so that is the latest update as far as what I'm doing. So my Hillstream, my fish room. Fish room is coming along. It's still at 75% because I spent the weekend um, with my grandson's 16th birthday party. Um, and he wanted a crab boil, and he's so extra. But we did it. He was very happy. So between that and then rescaping the tank, catching the Gadiids or Gideoids or those splendens, Amica splendens, out of the tank, that took up a lot of time. And so I didn't get anything done in the fish room, but I will be continuing to make progress with that. Hopefully can do some more this weekend, but it's almost there. So I'm really excited. I've got an electrician coming in to run me a couple of more outlets. And so that's pretty exciting. Let's see. Hey, Lisa's Fishbowl Life. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Aquamaze. Hello. Welcome. Let's see. Make sure I'm not. Hey, Jay. 808 Tanks. How are you? Because you all know I'll stop and do this because I want to make sure I'm not missing anybody who's in the chat. Yeah, so that is pretty much what's going on. Like I like to say to my coworker, that's my life as a cover girl. Yeah, so I'm really like over the moon about these tiger shrimp. Like I said, they're rare in the hobby. I'm hoping to start breeding them. Um, and so I've got all kind of little things going on. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, so what's going on with everybody else? I MIA for a bit, maybe planning to do that. I'm super extra. Well, it's good to see you, Alluring Beta. Jordan, we've missed you. I know you and I have been discussing the beta, so I will be in touch with you soon. It's just that I've been pulled in so many different directions, and then preparing for these shrimp has been a big endeavor. So, yeah, so, okay. Scott's working on a video. Rounded Rob, you like chat rooms? Okay. I like them too. Yes, I always like to mention that, if you have time, if you want to hang out with us, you know that Pleco Whisper and Big Easy streams from time to time. Um, and so that's where you can usually find us. We have a great time there. Big Easy's channel is considered the Fish Keepers support group. And so we talk about everything. One thing we always go to is food. We love to talk about food. Somehow we talk about food. Yeah, and remember, Candy just posted the link for 54 Punchy, so please give. I have yet to give. I've got that on my to-do list. Um, hey, Roger, how are you? How are you doing, Roger? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yep. And so that's pretty much it. Just trying to do, you know, keep my fish happy and my tanks clean and all that kind of stuff. Things are winding down at work. I work on a college campus, and so graduation is this weekend. And so once the students graduate, we do have summer semester, but it's really quiet. And so hopefully I'll be able to get some caught up on some things at work, preparing for the fall. We've got a really exciting fall at work, and so, but our summer is really quiet and really low key, and so I'm looking for the downtime because we've had a really busy year. Hey, the aquariums. Hey, Dan. Thanks for coming. Yes, food is life, Jay. Yeah, so angelfish are doing good. The golden white clouds are doing good in their new tank. Oh, I have a buried amano shrimp. So in all of my research for learning about these caridina shrimp, I'm also learning about amano shrimp and breeding amano shrimp. And I know that there's brackish. So she's buried up right now. I may not be able to do anything with her this time, but I am thinking once the fish room is set up, I might attempt to try to breed them. The one thing that I keep hearing as far as the mono shrimp are concerned, hey Jesse, what's up? Is that of course the babies need to be in somewhat brackish water or somewhat have some salinity. So according to my research, you remove the female, and then once she releases the babies, or the can't think of what they're called, but once she releases them, they need to be in somewhat brackish water. But the biggest challenge from what I'm learning is feeding them. Some people are saying to use Cheeto or and plankton for them. So, but I've got a very female, so of course that's something that that I'm kind of looking into. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. Let's see what else is going on. Um, Talked about rescaping the 55. Um, Angelfish are good. Golden white clouds are good. Pea puffers are good. I had to a battle with that pea puffer tank, and it finally dawned on me that I probably need to dial the light back on that tank because the algae is just crazy, and it's a heavily planted tank. So I have dialed that light back to like 6 hours a day, and I will probably be monitoring that. And once I get that gets a little bit more balance in that tank as far as the algae is concerned, I will be maybe trying to dial it up a little bit at a time. I will say that my flu ball 3.0, I love that light. My plants are really responding to it. I was telling Jesse, HC Aqua, that my pink flamingo, once I put that light, my pink flamingo crypts, once I put that light in there, the leaves were standing up. I mean, usually they're just kind of flopped over. Now it's like they're standing up, like reaching for the light, which is really interesting. So I'm looking for the progress. I did purchase some. I'm excited because I purchased some Busphalandra from um, from Petsonics. Where is he, by the way? Where is Diego today? I got 6 pots of boost, and that is for they're in their what I call my plant vault right now. So let me talk about the concept of plant vault because I've been hearing about and a lot of people talking about acclimating plants. I've had fairly good success with, I have a 5.5 gallon that I call my plant vault. And on most occasions, not always, but on most occasions, I have my plants in that plant vault just floating. I use, let me see, Flourish in that tank. I'll probably overdose it with Flourish. It may get a little bit of algae, but not a lot. It is a cold water tank and it has some fairly inexpensive LEDs on it. However, because they're floating, so what happens is I think that the reason why a lot of my plants that I put in the plant vault, with the exception of my corkscrew valve, which did not do very good, because I put them directly in the plant with the in the tank with the angels, and they just destroyed them. But all my other plants, like my crypts, the boosts, some of the don't laugh at me, Jesse, the pontigeton. I start out in that plant vault with cold temperatures, and my theory is that they sort of acclimate too late. They acclimate to um, that that setting and build up a stronger root system and seem to thrive. Giving me an hour to get tomorrow's video done. So I'm going to have to spin off. See you later, Fishman. Thank you for coming, Scott. I really appreciate it. Looking forward to seeing you on Sunday and your new video. Thanks for coming. Hey, Angel. Welcome to the stream. Making sure I'm not missing anybody as they come in. So, yeah. So if you have the opportunity, this is, we always like to tell people results may vary, but just giving those plants a little bit of time to acclimate in cooler temperatures. And what you can try to do is, if you know that you're going to be putting in a subtropical tank to keep from shocking them, you can kind of, because that tank does have a heater in it, you can slowly dial the heat up a little bit. But that has worked for me. A lot of my plants have become, when I get ready to plant them, are super healthy because I give them like a rest period in that cool water, and they seem to do well with lots of nutrients, and they seem to do well. So that's something I do, and maybe I'll do a video about that one day. Hey, Jeremy, welcome to the stream. So I am really, 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 really getting back into my plants. Of course, I've got shrimp coming, but I'm getting into my plants again. I have been really trying to really dial in my plants with the better lights and everything. I really want to make that to make the that 36 a show tank. If I didn't mention it before, I am getting some fish next week as well from Dan's Fish, and I am getting the signifier. Can't think of what the first part is. Jesse might remember. Hey, Nessa girl, how are you? Let me see if I can find that email. But they are a Suda McGill. Thank you, Dan. I knew Dan or Jesse would know because I talked about them. And so I'm really looking forward to them. So I'll be getting those next week, and they're going into that 36 gallon. I really want to have lots of color in that tank. And so that may be the last thing that I put in there, because of course I do have the 12 golden white clouds in there, but I think that's going to be beautiful. I think that's going to look really pretty. So yes, get gills, Dan's Fish. So if you are looking to buy fish, Dan has great variety. What I like is, like last night he did his live stream, and he also sh- tells you about the fish. He's been taking keeping fish for many many years. He's an awesome guy, wonderful communication, and so definitely check out Get Gills. So Dan's Fish is one of the stores, but there's several of the Fish Fam members and not local hobbyists, but hobbyists that actually sell things. J.H. Joseph, I think, has botanicals on there. I want to say, does Haley have snails on there? I want to say Haley may have snails or her snails on LRB Aquatics. And of course, you've got Lucas, the you know, he also has some great selections of fish and plants and things like that. So I really like supporting um, people who are fellow hobbyists, fellow fish keepers who are selling fish and invertebrates and things like that by purchasing things from them as opposed to some of the other places. Not to take away from them, but these are people that we interact with often and are part of the fish community. And so I always like to make sure I support them. And I mean, these two guys have great personalities. And of course, also, make sure to remember. I just remembered. So, one thing that I can announce is that, and let me read and make sure that I have this correct because we've been talking about it. I am partnering with Diego of Pet Sonics for a promotion code. Let me find that. And so, petsonics.com. Let me see, where is that email? Nope, it's going slow. So if you, here, I want to make sure I'm saying this correctly. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Pardon me for a minute. Stand by as Michael's. Oh, that's another person, Michael's Fish Room. So I have a promo code MadFishDiva15 where you can get 15% off of your order. And so if you go to petsonics.com and make a purchase and put in the code MadFishDiva15, you will get 15% off of your order. So please consider supporting him. And of course, I always like to support Corey. So I try to spread it around as far as who I'm supporting. I also want to make sure that I give Corey some love because he does support the Fish Fam as well. And so, and I'm sure Candy will. Everybody knows Aquarium Co-op. And Corey has some great prices. One of the things I like to get from Corey is his pre-filter sponges. Those are really helpful for like your intakes and things like that. And he has a nice selection of those. So that's something. And then, of course, let's talk about Flip Aquatics. I've purchased a lot of the things that I've needed for my shrimp tank from Flip and Rob of Flip Aquatics. And so as we are shopping, I mean, I know that there are certain online retailers that that we buy things from. However, we also have a lot of people who are engaged in the fish community that support us, and I like to support them. So I always try to go to their sites and see what they have available, and they're very competitive prices, and so that's something to keep in mind. Let's see, have I missed anybody? Joy's Aquatics, thank you so much for coming. Hello, Joy. Inga Channel, hello. Welcome to the stream. You're back. What did you miss? Not a whole lot. Oh my goodness. So let me see. D, let's see. I said hi to D. I think so. I don't know about you, but I missed the like button. That's been, thank you. Please hit that like button. Yeah, so now that I've given all the plugs and the support and everything, but like I said, I mean, we can spread the love. I know I buy enough between fish food and lights and um, animals and livestock and things like that. I think there's enough to go around. But I like to support them as opposed to, and of course, my LFS, I do support them as well because there are certain things that I can't buy online, like my frozen foods and things like that, that I have to go to the store to get. So I try to support my LFS. They're very supportive of me. And of course, that's where I got my wonderful Flu Ball 3.0 light. So, which I'm just totally in love with. And so, yeah, just making sure that we can support um, the community and make sure that we, um, you know, spread the love, so to speak. So, yeah, but I'm really excited about my fish room. I haven't decided though whether I'm going to go with the cinder blocks or the racks. I really love the cinder blocks, and that makes me think of my girl, One Fish, Two Fish RLC. Elizabeth, if you're watching this on the replay, we love you. We miss you. We hope you're doing well and hope to hear from you soon. Um, yeah, so, and if you have some time, reach out. She is on Instagram. Just send her a little note of encouragement and say hello and let her know that we miss her. Because I definitely miss her spirit on YouTube and seeing her around around everybody's channels, around the chats and things like that. So Elizabeth, we're thinking about you, One Fish, Two Fish RLC, and hope you're doing well. Let's see what else. Let me see. Let's not forget about Big Rich. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Big Rich and Ohio Rescue. I am fortunate enough to live in Ohio. I remember when I first started following Big Rich, they might have had 100 subs and they have totally exploded. They've just turned their indoor swimming pool into a monster fish pond. I know several um, YouTube channels have been visiting them. They are a 501c3, so that means that they are now a nonprofit, so they can get funding. They're doing amazing things there. It is my hope that one day I can go and visit because that place is absolutely amazing, amazing. Thank you. Hello, Mr. 300. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. Let's see. Love bacon. Big Rich has the best mullet ever. Heck yeah, his hair is like down to his belt, his waist, his butt. It's down to his butt. Yes, he does. He is so awesome. He really is. He's got a great personality, and the work that he's done. So if you don't know about Ohio Fish Rescue, when I first started watching them, what they were doing was actually they were here not far from me in Moraine, Ohio, at my one of my LFS, and they were collecting red-tailed catfish here. But what Ohio Fish Rescue has been doing is, if someone has a fish that has got outgrown their tank or whatever, they were taking those fish. And if I recall correctly, if the fish had a name, if a person had named that fish, and you can go to the channel and make sure if and correct, or if you know different, correct me please. Um, can't wait to see your fish room. Thank you very much, Joy. Joy's Aquatics. Yeah, I can't wait to get it finished anyway. Okay, squirrel. I got distracted. But if the fish was named, they would give it a forever home. But they have donated several fish and tanks to different organizations and aquariums, I believe. But they have got just the most amazing, amazing fish. And to turn that, and that was like an Olympic size, excuse me, that was an Olympic sized swimming pool that they turned into a freaking pond. It is epic. I Now I don't know what everybody is doing out there, but I definitely know that I've never seen, and I watch a lot of videos, anyone with an Olympic sized pool that they turned into a pond. I've seen the baby pools and I've seen the smaller pools, but this is an Olympic sized indoor pool that they have turned into a pond. That's pretty amazing in my view. And so the pond guy, um, Predatory Fins was there. Um, what's Matt's Monster Fish has been there filming, and so it has been pretty amazing. I mean, I have just really seen a lot of just really cool channels there. And so another person that's doing some really cool things is Dustin's Fish Tank has been um, doing some scapes at Newport Aquarium, and Newport Aquarium is not very far from me. And I'm really looking forward to going down to Newport to see the tanks that he's rescaped, the freshwater tanks. So they're really doing some cool things. And of course, I met Dustin, I think in 2017. He did a live event. And me and two of my grandsons went down, and he was really super duper nice to the boys. He answered questions for them. Um, and actually, that was when I first got into YouTube and just learning about channels. He was one of the first channels that I started watching, and I've gotten plants and things for him. And so that's another person. And of course, the person that I buy most of my plants from, as you all probably know from my unboxing, is my boy Justin with H2O Plants. And so if you want to know where a lot of my plants come from, and like I said, I spread the love, but I've probably spent most of my plant budget with Justin. So if you have some time, go check him out too, because he's a really nice guy. Always willing to, always responds to inquiries, very knowledgeable. Justin is also doing pond plants now. So if you're looking for plants for your pond, that may be a good source for you. And he streams, I believe, on Wednesday night. So check him out, h2oplants.com. Yeah. So hey, Fish Tropic, what's up? How you doing? So any questions? Oh, I was talking about. I got sidetracked as usual. So I was talking about whether I want to do cinder blocks or racks. I think I want to do the cinder blocks. Number one, it's going to be so much easier than racks. If I were to get the racks that I really want, it's going to be super expensive. I kind of like the industrial look of the cinder blocks, so I will probably be um, doing the cinder blocks with the 2x4s or the two by fours. They seem like there's another size, but anyway, probably be Queen of the Moderators. She's going to start getting paid. Candy is amazing. So please check out my mods and the other channels here. We've got some great channels here. But my mods do amazing work. Candy Overhauls does amazing work. She's a super mod. I'm very honored to have her as a moderator. She gets some links out there and puts that information out there, which I really appreciate. Ohio Rescue has the first channel that had SeaWorld tanks. I was like, yep, I know Fishy Biz for real though. I mean, he had major tanks. I mean, major tanks. I mean, he had, and then that wasn't even what we saw. Wasn't even all of it. He had stuff that was like sitting outside because he didn't have room. Then he did the addition. Then he took his indoor pond, talked his wife into, and I'd love to know what that transaction looks like, what the trade-off was. But anyway, I mean, he's doing great work. It may not have been that deep, but if it were me, there would have been quite the trade-off. Anyway, yeah, so now he has that monster pond, indoor pond, Olympic size indoor pond. That's so epic. I love it. I love it. It's great. So anyway, back to the cinder block. So what I think I might do is, like I said, One Fish, Two Fish RLC did some great things with hers. I don't know if I'm gonna wrap mine, but I definitely want to paint them a color. So she painted hers black, so I might paint them black. But I think I'm gonna go with the cinder blocks. I think the racks are just. I'm not building anything, that's for sure. I'm not, yeah, but definitely want to go with um, the cinder blocks and the 2x4s. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. I've got to wipe the walls down and you know do some make sure that I, clean up and everything because I definitely, like I said before, I told you guys that room has red walls and if you're in the red walls, right on, but Diva don't want no red walls. So yeah, for in them ponds in the fish room. Hey, Pet Sonic is here. Hey, so Diego, I mentioned the code in the live stream and we'll be including it, the Matfish Diva code in the live stream. So I've already done that, like we talked about. So, and I will be definitely doing it in my videos as well. And let's see. Hey, Knights 125 Gaming and Vlog. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Make sure I'm not missing anybody. I'm really trying to be up on this. Oh, Angelo. Hey, Angelo. How are you? How's that teething baby doing? Hope he's doing good. Let's see. Oh. Mommy Ann on the go. Thank you so much for coming. Yeah, I didn't even see the notification go out, but I guess it must have because I've got a great group, Full Moon Aquatics. Thanks so much for coming. I really appreciate it. Let's see. Make sure I didn't miss anyone else. BTW Aquatics, thanks for coming. Appreciate you. Inga Channel, thanks so much for coming. Let's see. I'm going to go all the way back up to the top. J. Okay. The aquarium. So say hi to you, D. Yep. So looks like I hopefully, like I said, at me. Don't want to miss anybody. Love your videos on the Hill Stream. Yeah, I saw your comment. Full Moon Aquatics. If you have any questions, just reach out. I am on Instagram, Matfish Diva. My email is madfishdiva@gmail. So if you have any questions about the hill streams, and let me tell you, now that the Amika's out of that hill stream tank, they are happy. I mean, it's amazing. So it really made me believe that the Amicas being in the tank with them was really like not the ideal scenario. So I'm glad I took them out because now they're out all the time. They're just chilling on the wood. They're just, I mean, you'll see in the video, which I might have to redo because I had a little algae on the front glass, but I don't know. But they're just out and about and they're just everywhere. So that leads me to believe that, even though the Mikas are not super aggressive, they can be a little aggressive. And after having that conversation with Eric Boderock, which that's the reason why I made the decision, which I was kind of thinking that I was going to take the amicas out anyway because they're aggressive with each other, and I've had seen one of the dominant males chasing my hill streams at one point, but I was like, oh well, they'll be okay. But I do see a huge change in the behavior in those hill streams now that the amicas are out. Now there are some golden white clouds in that tank as well, and regular white clouds, and one little lone guppy in there, male guppy, but I do see them out and about more. And so I'm thinking that it definitely made a difference in their behavior. And as all of you know, I love the Mikas. Don't get me wrong, they are a cares fish. And like I said, I am working with, matter of fact, I think one of the people that I was referred to is the vice president of the ALA. What I'm trying to do is get in touch with people who are in areas that are surrounding my state. And so hopefully either they will drive here or I will meet them halfway to give them the fish as opposed to trying to ship them because that made my anxiety level go to like 100,000. I was dreaming about it. And I was really stressing over it. And I thought to myself, you know what, Diva, you really don't need to put yourself through this stress of shipping fish. I just couldn't do it. Maybe one day I will get the nerve up, but I just couldn't do it. And so I just put them in their own tank, removed them. They're in a bare bottom tank. And then once, I make the arrangements, I will either, like I said, maybe the person, depending on how interested they are in them, will come and get them, or I will meet them halfway or something, but I just couldn't ship them. I just couldn't do it. Yeah, it is, Jesse. It was just dry. It was, no, I don't need that stress in my life. Just too much. Yeah, so let's see here. Did I see Susan? Let me see. Hey, Susan. Hey, good stream yesterday. So good to see you. And like I said, once again, guys, please check out my moderators and others in the stream. We've got tons of knowledge and information here. Very knowledgeable people that are keeping all sorts of wonderful, wonderful plants and fish and animals. And so if you have the opportunity, please make some friends, show some love, and check them out. It's really good to see everybody. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. I didn't see the notification go out, but I guess it must have. And so let me also mention for some of you guys, if you are fish keepers, there is the Team Green Alliance, TGA group on Facebook. And then if you are trying to grow your channel and want to send out notifications as well, when you're posting new videos, there is the Fish Tubers notification squad, and I did post in that, so that might be why a lot of people saw it. And so, yeah, so those are two great resources. So the Team Green Alliance, is a group on Facebook where people can help you as far as learning to grow your channel, different techniques. There's a lot of good resources there. And then the FishTube Notification Squad is where you can actually, when you get ready to post a video, if you want to make sure that you're getting um, noticed or that your videos are getting views, then you can post in that group. And those are both on Facebook. And it really helps because it helps. It's hard to keep up. And like I said, like I don't know if you guys got the notification, but I didn't see it. And so you'll see, if you check that on Facebook, which I check fairly frequently, you will see when people are posting um, new channels and new videos and things like that. And so we try to make sure we support because, you know, there's a lot of information out there, a lot of people posting. I just saw my name highlighted. What did I just see? My name highlighted. Let's see. What does this say? Do you have merch? No, no merch. Not yet. But I thought about having some merch. I don't know. I might do something like maybe a t-shirt or something. I might reach out to a couple of people who have merch. I know I got your apron off of Teespring or Zazzle, Susan. I know you have some great merch, but I was told there's some other options as well. So I might look into that this summer. Once things kind of calm down at work and home. If things calm down at work, I get things done during that. I can get personal stuff done at work. Okay. And so, when things calm down at work, I have time to do more research and things like that and look into getting some merch. Yep, on Zazzle. Yeah. I've yet to be able, you know what? It's funny because just like with a lot of the t-shirts that I have, um, I don't wear them because I don't want to mess them up. So I have Susan's beautiful khaki apron, and I don't even Susan of SLC Aquatics, and I haven't worn it yet because I don't want to mess it up. But that's what it's for, and it's real good quality too, Susan. I mean the fabric and everything was really good. So I don't know. I might wear it one day. Team Green Alliance. I will look it up again. Yeah, it's on Facebook, Honeybee. Yep. Donald's Fish Spot. Donald. Donald. When we gonna see that face, Donald? I have to give you a hard time, right? I love your videos. Donald has wonderful ponds. Hey. I'm just giving you a hard time, Donald. You got that smooth island voice. But we would like to see the face. Oh my goodness. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I see any questions. Yeah, so we got like 7 minutes to go. Anybody have any questions or anything remind me that I need to talk about or anything like that? Make sure I'm still going through, make sure I didn't miss anybody. Let's see, which reminds me I need to order some foam inserts. Anyone know where to get some? Yes, you can order. Go to Jesse, I'll send you a link in Hangouts. Or if you go to Dan's Fish, How I Ship Fish, he has is it Uline? So there's one company where I got the bags from. That's I'm getting ready to lie. Wait a minute. Let's see if I can find it. But Uline, I think, is where I saw Uline is where I think I saw the boxes with the phone with the. But anyway, Dan's Fish has a video called "How I Ship Fish" and fish shipping something something, and he talks about the companies. And the one that I use, the aquatic something something, because I'm drawing a blank, but they're out of Seattle. They had really good turnaround time. I ordered those bags on like a Monday or a Saturday, and I had them by Wednesday all the way from Seattle. So they had a really good. How's the mud skippers doing? Let's see. Yes, it does. Thank you. Yeah, but check out. Hey, Denny's Fish, welcome. Um, yeah, but if you go check out, that's a good video. They were two good companies, and that's I did go to the one, and I know that they have the boxes with the inserts. Yeah. So yeah, I went to my local hardware store, bought the foam. I went to the post office, got the boxes. I had the heat packs. I had ordered extra bags because I had more fish than I thought. I had everything all figured out, and nope, no. Diva don't ship fish. Diva, I just couldn't do it. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it was just too much stress. Just I couldn't. Yeah, I'm trying to remove stressors to my life, not add stressors. So shipping fish, I don't know. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I just didn't feel comfortable, like I said, and the fact that there are carrots fish that even added like an extra layer of, you know, of stress, and I just couldn't do it. So I didn't ship them, and I felt really bad. I talked to the person, but they were so understanding, and I think they know because they're someone who ships fish often, so I think they understood. So I really appreciated their understanding because it was just something I just did not feel comfortable doing. And so yeah, so I did not ship them, but yeah, but that's pretty much it. My hour's about up. I don't want to hold you guys too long. Thank everyone so much for coming. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being so supportive of my channel. I'm still growing in leaps and bounds, and I really appreciate it. I know it's all because of you guys watching my videos, liking my videos, commenting on my videos. All that helps, and I really appreciate it. And so I am going to sign off. I hope I didn't miss any questions or miss anyone in the chat. As I always say, if I did, please charge it to my heart and to my, I'm tired. Please charge it to my head and not to my heart. And I didn't say my new catchphrase the last time, but my new catchphrase is stay splashy, not trashy. Diva out. Bye bye.